Things get a bit chilly this week as two new age princess films go toe to toe. Just as a forewarning, there's going to be an ice load of puns coming your way. It's Tangled versus Frozen this week on Movie Feuds.
So you're not going to introduce me?
Oh yeah, my brother Jake is guest feuding today. Nobody cares.
Frozen's better. Do people even watch your shitty show?
And apparently he's ready to get started. Let's go. Tangled is first and foremost a Mandy Moore vehicle, and she proves she has what it takes to carry the film for the long haul. It's impossible not to feel sympathetic for her character Rapunzel. Much like my brother Jake, she's a strong-willed, wide-eyed young girl trying to find her place in this world.
Frozen has a somewhat similar protagonist, Anna, voiced by the one and only Kristen Bell.
If by somewhat similar you mean the exact same, then yes, you are in fact correct. In fact, these two women could swap movies at any point in time, and I don't think the audience would know the difference. Cottage, why don't you make a note of that? New TV show coming to ABC Family. Princess swap.
The villains are a mixed bag, very unconventional. But Disney's Frozen clearly takes the cake. Frozen goes an entire different route. They do the whole M. Night Shyamalan type of routine here. So the bulk of the film's conflict comes from the biggest draw of the movie, which is Elsa, the Ice Queen. Queen Elsa, Queen of my heart, is played by the one and only Idina Menzel, which I could have possibly botched, but I don't watch Broadway, just like most people don't watch this shitty show.
That's all fine and well, Jake, but Tangled gives us another old-school Disney classic villain named Mother Gothel. She wants to stay young forever, or forever young, if you will, for the Mel Gibson fans out there. There's one of you. And by doing so, she keeps her figure tight, and I'm not going to lie, she does it for me. She has that right amount of ample features and crazy bitch that just puts me in a frisky mood. But I'm going to move on. I think that's fair.
God, please do.
Tangled has a secondary villain as well by the name of Maximus. He's a horse, and he chases after our protagonist Flynn Rider through the majority of the film. His shenanigans with Flynn Rider carry the flick outside of Mandy Moore's portions, and it actually harkens back to Emperor's New Groove in its comedy style, which I really enjoy.
Other Frozen notables. Everybody loves Olaf, who's played by the one and only Josh. I don't know his last name. And I'm certainly not going to leave out arguably the two most important people in this entire film, and even the Disney franchise, when you've got a reindeer named Sven, the other's the human. His name is Kristoff.
Okay, those two characters are terrible. They're a poor man's Maximus and Flynn Rider. Cast is a tough call, because although Frozen has a ton of memorable characters, they're trying a little bit too hard to be funny. The small amount we have in Tangled, they hit the G-spot every time. G-spot, for those of you that don't know, is a sexual term referring to an area in the clitoris. I'm going to move on.
Wow. Tangled, and more so Frozen, follow the perfect princess playbook. Fun songs, fun little cast of furry, fluffy animals, maybe a snowman thrown in. Did you know Rapunzel was actually in Frozen, along with her boy toy Flynn? And of course, what would a fairy tale be without a healthy dose of magic?
And a lot of it isn't really explained in the slightest, but I guess that's just how these Disney films go. I will say this about Frozen, at least nobody ended up with Kristoff. That guy is the worst. Just terrible.
Bees the buzz, kids will blow dandelion fuzz.
Luscious landscapes, vast array of snowflakes, just gorgeous. But I'm from Minnesota, and right now, the cold can go f*** itself.
It's not fair for either of us to rate this based on proximity of where we live, but Tangled has a richer color palette, and I'm all for that. There is no denying, however, Frozen looks amazing, and it is really ice to see some of the creative shots they use and the amount of 3D effects in play.
Action is pretty standard fare in these Disney classics, or soon-to-be classics. They've got everything you need. The classic Disney chase, the cliff diver, Kristoff, The only thing Flynn Rider does is run from the frickin' cops or police or whatever they are. He's a criminal. Side by side though, Frozen gets a hoof up for action. Hoof. Sven's hoof. Because he's a reindeer.
Although I'm defending Tangled, One Direction's Story of My Life is simply perfect in Frozen.
Adam?
And that's just one song in a long string of Disney tradition to use pop icons to sing covers to their movies.
Adam.
What impresses me most about One Direction's Story of My Life is how well it goes with the film, yet is brilliant enough to stand on its own.
Adam!
It's a testament to good songwriting, and what?
That's not a Frozen cover song. It has virtually nothing to do with Frozen at all.
What do you mean it's not part of the film? They say Frozen like 3 times in the refrain. It came out at the same time as the movie. I'm up here in front of tens of people spewing misinformation because my fucking interns don't do their research. You know what? I have one direction for all of you, and it's the door. Get out. Get the hell out.
What you were about to say is, regardless of this entire One Direction fiasco, Frozen has some amazing and memorable songs.
Let it go, can't hold it back anymore. Let it go, turn away and slam the door.
While there is a wide range of songs in Frozen, Tangled has its own little Disney gem, Where Will My Life Begin?
I'll reread the books if I have time to spare. I'll paint the walls some more. I'm sure there's room somewhere. And then I'll brush my hair. Stuck in the same place I've always been.
It's the only memorable song Tangled has.
Jake, I never told you this before, but Mom tried to abort you. That's probably why you turned out the way you did.
The cold never bothered me anyway.
Critics and moviegoers alike have been talking up Frozen, the best animated Disney movie since Beauty and the Beast. And I happen to agree.
Tangled has been unfairly overlooked by these very same critics. And I expect an avalanche of comments to pour in below this video.
More than just reviews. This is Movie Feuds.
And you just crossed the line. I say that. That's my thing. I have a web show.